Hello there. In this video, you will learn what the VA 1% test is and the 3 types of fees involved in it, what the VA recoupment test is and how it is manually calculated, and how to resolve a VA 1% test and recoupment test fail. The VA is committed to ensuring that veterans receive mortgages that are favorable to their circumstances. The VA 1% test is required on all purchases and refinances. The VA 1% test takes the sum of unallowable fees to ensure that they are equal to or less than 1% of the loan amount on purchases or less than 1% of the payoff amount on refinances. The 1% test ensures that borrowers are not being charged fees that are in excess of what the VA allows. There are 3 types of fees that should be taken note of for VA loans. Allowable fees are fees that are allowed for the full amount listed on the CD. Unallowable fees are fees that are allowed but only up to 1% of the loan amount or 1% of the payoff amount. Unallowable fees are the fees that are included in the 1% test. Here's a list of the unallowable fees that you will find on the VA loan. Please note that the loan tie-in fee is allowable in dry states. This is because dry states use escrow companies, and escrow companies charge the loan tie-in fee for additional work required to process having 1 or more lenders in the escrow process. Additionally, the compliance fee, funding fee, flood cert transfer fee, and master policy fee are included in the VA 1% test if the file is in a hometown hero loan. The last type of fee is a disallowable fee. Disallowable fees cannot be charged to the borrower on VA loans. The following fees are disallowable and should never be listed on VA loans: realtor fee, attorney fee, except in Delaware, Illinois, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and New York. The SEMA or consolidation fee is disallowable in all states except New York. The final disallowable fee is line 705 for the buyer's real estate commission. Now that we have an idea of what the VA 1% test is, let's take a look at the VA recoupment test. The VA recoupment test is ran for VA IRRRLs and VA Type 1 cash-out refinances. The VA recoupment test verifies that the amount of money the borrower is spending at closing cannot be more than what the borrower would save over 3 years. The test is automatically run each time you click the Save Fees button in Ease. It can also be calculated manually by taking the sum of the closing costs, which are sections A, B, C, E, H, and J, and dividing them by the monthly P&I savings, which is the difference between the old P&I and the new P&I. In order for the recoupment test to pass, the total must not exceed 36 because this is the number of months to recoup. Let's walk through an example of how recoupment is calculated. After adding sections A, B, C, E, H, and J, we get a total of $7,000 for closing costs. The difference between the old P&I and the new P&I is $185. We will divide 7,000 by 185, which will equal 37.83. In recoupment test, the number of months of recoup will always be rounded up to the next whole number. This means the number of months to recoup in this example is 38 months, so the test is failing by 2 months. We will multiply the amount of months the test is failing by 2 by the monthly P&I savings, 185. 2 times 185 equals 370. This is the amount that the closing fees must be lowered by to pass the recoupment test. If we lower the closing fees by 370, we will get 6,630. We can now divide this by the monthly P&I savings of 185, which will give us 35.83. We will round it up to the next whole number and have 36 months to recoup. Recoupment is now passing. If there's ever a time you find a recoupment test or 1% test failing, and you have confirmed the failure to be true, resolving the issue is fairly simple. For a VA 1% test, the unallowable fees must be less than 1% of the loan amount or payoff amount. Lowering some of the unallowable fees will fix the issue in the case of the 1% test failing. For recoupment test fails, the most common solution will be to lower some of the closing fees found in sections A, B, C, E, H, and J. Another best practice will be to ensure that the interest rate has decreased at least 0.5% from the old interest rate as well. The VA puts many processes in place to ensure that veterans and active military personnel have the best chance at maintaining a comfortable life after they get a home mortgage. The VA recoupment test and VA 1% test is just another way to ensure this. Great job! You now know what the VA 1% test is and the 3 types of fees involved in the VA 1% test, what the VA recoupment test is and how to manually calculate it, and how to resolve a VA 1% test and recoupment test fail. If you have any further questions, please reach out to your account executive. Thanks for watching.